The Ultimate Edition for EAFC releases tomorrow, and in today's video, I'm going to be going through the easiest ways in which you can hit the ground running and start earning coins. Firstly, you have loyalty packs. Loyalty packs are only there for those who have played Ultimate Team in previous years. So if you played FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, even if you logged in just for an hour, you will still be rewarded with loyalty packs. However, you're not going to get that many because you've only played one previous year. If you've been playing since FIFA 09 when Ultimate Team was first added and you are classed as a FUT founder, you're going to have many more loyalty packs, which are going to give you a higher chance of giving you something good. For those of you who are getting the Ultimate Edition, you will also get 4,600 FC points. What you use these FC points on is entirely up to you. You can go through and open packs. It's likely that EA are going to keep the exact same price for what packs you can get based on the FC points that they cost. So with that, you'll be able to buy around 30 packs from the store, with there still being a few FC points left over. If there's any special packs, then the amount of packs you can open is slightly less, but then hopefully you'll have a higher chance yet again of getting something good. The other option is to use FC points to go into FUT Draft. With FUT Draft, even if you're knocked out within the very first round, EA still promises you that you will get the value of the initial amount of coins or FC points that you initially entered in with. So with 300 FC points or 15,000 coins, you should still be able to get a reward after that very first round, even if you were knocked out, worth around 15,000 coins, likely to be a mix of silver and gold packs. But with this, it's going to take a lot longer, as now you're going to have to go through several FUT drafts, and if you are a confident player and actually good at this game, if you're getting to the final every single time, it's going to take you around about an hour and a half. Potentially even 2 hours, depending on what type of opponent you come up against. Now, what we've gone through is for those who are considered hardcore players, in that they've played Ultimate Team before, or they're buying the Ultimate Edition. If you're watching this just before the release of the Standard Edition, this is where you pretty much start. Objectives is one of the easiest ways in which you can start bringing in coins right from the very beginning, because as it is a new Ultimate Team, you will have your starter objectives. Your starter objectives will require you to apply contracts to players, apply a contract to a manager, change players' position, add a chemistry style, get a player on maximum chemistry, reach a certain amount of chemistry within your starting 11, change your formation, apply a club name, play your very first match, and so on. They're all very basic to do, but with each one of these, you'll be able to get a pack reward or a coin reward. Typically, by completing these starter objectives, as in all of them that are there, it'll take you about 20 to 30 minutes. You'll get 600 coins, and you should have several player packs which can then be used. Most of them bronze and silver, but it's better than nothing, and it certainly helps at this point of Ultimate Team. With coins in the account, you can start looking at a few basic trading methods. One of the easiest ones to do, which requires very little coins, so this is more aimed at those who only have their objectives to give them coins from at the beginning. If you were to get around 600 coins from those, going into trading, you can't do anything too crazy. However, you can look at bronze and silver players. With this, you just search the transfer market, go across each player until you find a player with a bid on. Typically, it's going to be a bronze player with 150 coins. You compare their price, and if you compare their price and you notice that the cheapest one on a buy now is 500 coins, what you can then do is back out, place a bid on that initial player that you saw at 200 coins because it originally had a 150 coin bid. So now you can go up to 200 coins, and the chances are you're going to win that player. That's when you can list it back onto the transfer market, and remember the lowest buy now was initially 500, so you can go in and list yours at 450, making sure that yours is the cheapest, undercutting the market, but also if it was to sell, you're going to be doubling your coins on that trade. You can get 2 or 3 of these types of players with your initial 600 coins. And yes, even though it is bronze players, they will sell because people buy into bronze players to start using for SBCs. And this type of method can be used for bronze and silver players and will continue to work all the way to the very final day of EAFC Ultimate Team before EAFC 25 releases. As we're talking about the easiest way to earn coins on day 1, we cannot look past playing games, but there's a slight issue when going through games. If you still have your initial starter team at this point, it's not worth going into division rivals because the chances are you're not going to come up to someone else with their starter team. They're likely to have a full gold team already, and that's just going to put you at a disadvantage. So it's worth starting with squad battles first if you are using your starter team until you have a full gold team where you'll play division rivals. If you did have loyalty packs and you open 4,600 FC points worth of packs, chances are you can already get a gold team, so you're ready to jump straight into division rivals. But as said, both of these have a problem in that you're only going to be getting about 500 to 700 coins per game. And for you to really get a lot of coins, you need to wait until your weekly rewards come out the following week. So tomorrow, September 22nd, is a Friday. If EAFC has the exact same reward structure as what we had within FIFA 23, it means that you will need to wait until Sunday to claim your squad battle rewards, but this is squad battles, so you're not going to get amazing rewards even if you were able to push to those higher ranks. But with division rivals, you're going to have to wait until the following Thursday in order for you to claim your rewards then. There is one slight benefit, and that is one of those previous points that we talked about, which was objectives. After getting some XP into your account and progressing through seasons, after about 2 or 3 ranks, you will be able to unlock a coin bonus, as long as EA are doing the exact same reward structure yet again for seasonal rewards as what they've done in previous years. So you'll be able to get a coin bonus, which will then bump you up for a few games to potentially getting 1,000 to 1,500 coins per match. But this is going to be limited. It's better than nothing, but you can't use this forever. And that's why I also want to highlight another trading method worth using: bulk bidding. Bulk bidding, the second that the game releases, and also for the rest of EAFC, very similar to the bronze and silver trading method that we mentioned earlier, will work every single day. You just need to find the right players, and that's the real challenge. Typically, I look for players that are rated 79 up to around about 83 rated, worth about 1,000 coins, but I can get them on a bid for at their minimum price. This does mean that I will only be able to make a couple hundred coins per player max, but hopefully I found a player where I can bid on 50 cards of them, max out my watch list for them to expire within about 5 minutes, and for me to win at least 30. In some cases, I'm able to win 40, even getting close to 50. That doesn't sound like much, but if I'm able to make 100 coins profit on each and every single one of those players, I'm suddenly making 5,000 coins once they do all sell, and that's 4,000 to 5,000 coins in profit. And also, yet again, if I was only to make 100 coins profit, in some cases it could be 200 or even 300. One of the best things that you can do is go through those games, squad battles and division rivals, claim the 400 to 700 coins per match, but immediately use those coins for the trading methods that we've talked about: bronze, silver, and also the bulk bidding method. It doesn't sound like much, but after those 4 to 5 games, you should have around 20 to 30,000 coins, way more than enough to buy your very first gold team. If you already have a gold team, I'm sure you could do with an extra 20 to 30,000 coins. And of course, if you carried on using these trading methods, you could theoretically get to 100k within a day if you spend enough time trading. We actually managed to reach about 200,000 coins on the release of the Ultimate Edition last year, and we then went through to have close to 800,000, I think even reached 1 million towards the end of the day of the Standard Edition release. So these types of methods don't give a crazy amount, but if you keep on using them, you're gonna make a lot. If you're progressing enough through division rivals, you can eventually move over to FUT Champions to a certain degree. You will be able to go through the FUT Champions playoffs because normally that is available as a competition when you very first start Ultimate Team and it is released. However, the very first weekend league may not be until mid-October. But the benefit to building up into division rivals and immediately going into the playoffs is that you will be able to claim your rewards instantly with the playoffs. And these rewards tend to be a bit better than what you're able to get from the likes of division rivals and squad battles, especially if you push into those higher tiers. You may not be able to do this at day one, so this may not fit perfectly within this video, but it is something worth looking to do early on, and this is the advanced SBCs. For you to get to the advanced SBCs, you will first need to complete the beginner or the entry SBCs. I forget what they're called, but with these you just need to submit bronze and silver players. Very easy to do, and they are fairly lucrative in that you submit one bronze player and get a full bronze player pack. Certainly helps with future SBCs and challenges, but the advanced SBCs is where real money comes in. But with that, I do need to highlight that these players are untradeable, so you can't theoretically get money out of them by selling them on the transfer market. But most of the time, and when I say most of the time, I mean every single year since SBCs have been a thing, I've been able to get some really good players from them. These players instantly go into my club, and even though I'm not able to sell them on, I am able to use them, and it saves me coins from having to buy those players to put into my team. Not to mention that these players, because they are insanely good, you're then able to give yourself a slight competitive edge when playing against other people online. And at a later date, when that player is no longer useful to you, you can always submit them into another SBC to upgrade to another player which you will use, and yet again that saves you coins there. So even though you're not able to sell these players, you can certainly use them, and that's where coins does come in. And finally, for those that do eventually build up a good healthy coin balance, it is worth using the bronze pack method. Now the bronze pack method isn't something that I'll use straight from the very get-go, so going all the way back to the beginning, if you've just completed your starter objectives and finished your very first game, you've got over 1,000 coins, I wouldn't go and spend those coins on a 750 coin bronze pack. Because the true value of the bronze pack method is that you're able to open an infinite amount of them. You're not going to be able to profit from every single one, but 1 in 3 will be profitable, and that's going to pay for the ones that you lose. The bronze pack method is also a club builder, because for the players that do sell, you'll list them on the transfer market to get those coins back from the initial investment, but the players that don't sell, you're sending over to your club, and with those players at a later date, you are going to use them to upgrade into silver players with the bronze upgrade SBC. This type of method can only really be lucrative when you're able to do it at scale. So go through everything else that we mentioned within this video, get about 100,000 coins, and then you can start using the bronze pack method. And that's where you're able to build your club, start getting some untradeable players, and use those players for SBCs, which makes life a hell of a lot easier. This is how you can immediately hit the ground running and start making coins. You may not be able to go through this whole list within day one, but if you can, you should be able to make a good amount, probably more than 99% of players. If you enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend clicking the next video on screen. That video has been chosen by the YouTube algorithm, and they believe that it is perfect just for you. No one else is getting that video, so click that, whatever it is. I hope you enjoy.